Plenty is happening around this team, just not the way that anybody drew it up. Some doors open and others may be slamming shut. And the tone around all of this continues to shift and things may begin to close. So let's get it mixing. What's up, Mafia? We got some huge news from Adam Schefter today. And no, he didn't come out and say that anybody was getting fired. Sadly.
Well, that sucks.
Now, what he did do was go on 97.5 Fanatic and hit that something significant was happening with the Birds.
Appreciate the time, man, and we'll talk to you next week. Maybe reacting to an OC hired in Philadelphia. Maybe the smoke will come out of NovaCare. We'll find out soon.
And maybe there'll be even more than that by next week.
Yeah. Will AJ Brown be traded?
More than that.
We didn't ask you this week.
More than that. What are you hinting at?
Maybe there'll be even more than discussion than an offensive score. We'll see. We'll see
All right.
what happens here. All
right.
I'm liking this.
Antennas are up, Shefty.
All right,
Antennas are up. Thanks, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys.
There he is, Adam Schefter. All right.
And he was clear that it wasn't tied to the offensive coordinator search. Now that's important because people just jump to the obvious stuff. Who's going to be traded? What free agents are coming? And what big roster moves are about to be made? But none of that lines up with the calendar with this big news being dropped next week. You can't trade or sign anyone around this time. So whatever Schefter was hinting at is something the Eagles can do next week. So that narrows it down fast. And when you start narrowing down all the options, you're really only left with one lane. A major roster decision that doesn't require league approval. So to me, that really screams of retirement. And when you think about retirement, the first name that really should come to mind would be Brandon Graham. He's the easy name to bring up. He's the longest tenure Eagle, he's a morale guy, and he's an absolute legend in Philadelphia. But he's already retired. We've kind of already braced for that situation already. If that news dropped, yes, it would be emotional. Yeah, we would be sad again, but it wouldn't affect us in the long run. People would appreciate him, we would celebrate him, but we were right back at the point where we were last year when he first retired. That's why I don't think that's what Schefter was actually hinting at. Now, to me, Lane Johnson retiring actually changes things, and that would make more of an impact. Now, that's news that's worth dropping a teaser for. And honestly, the signs have been there for a while. He's dealt with injuries non-stop, and this season was no exception. After his Liz Frank injury, he's only set to miss a short stretch of the season. And he ended up disappearing for 2 months and missing the rest of the season. And every week there was another report stating that he was close to returning, but Lane Johnson never played another snap. There was no return, there was no update, there was no exclamation online. And as you can see, his absence on the O-line was felt. And if Lane has reached a point where his body can't hold up, where he can't play at that level anymore, this is exactly how it would unfold. It would be quiet. No bells, no whistle, no farewell tour. Just a silent exit to a historic career. And if that's what's coming, that explains a lot of the tension that's been happening around this offseason. Because now you're not just talking about an offensive coordinator. You're talking about the entire offense, the leadership, the protection, and long-term planning all at once. And that brings Nick Sirianni into the picture, whether people like it or not. Not as someone who's about to be fired, but with a coach who's operating with less margin for error than he had before. Because when offensive questions stack up, then responsibility spreads. What scheme do you run? What scheme can you run? Who's going to be on the staff? And what direction do you go with the roster? Schefter wasn't trying to light a fire. He was setting the table to let us know what's next to come. Big decisions are being discussed, and not all of them are being discussed with the public. But I'm sure they're all connected. And that's why this stretch feels heavier than just an offensive coordinator search. If this offense doesn't show up playing with clear direction and not just optimism, these questions won't go away and the concern will rise. How this gets handled is going to show us exactly how stable this team actually is. So what do you guys think? Do you see patience, or do you see a team who's finding its footing while things are changing all around them? Drop your opinion in the comments and let me know. And that's where we stand as of right now. Doors may be closing, and Philadelphia's front office is keeping everything quiet. If Lane does retire, that's a huge loss with no easy replacement. And honestly, he will be missed. And this is far from settled, and is heading towards somewhere new. Now, if you want more straight up Eagles talk, no fluff, no media BS, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. So signing off, this has been Brother Shy, and this has been the Midnight Green Mafia.